20th of February, 2018. I ride further and further away from home with each push of my pedals. The country is greeting me warmly so far, which helps ease the homesickness in my heart. I know, however, that Mum supports my adventures into these new surroundings in an effort to clear my head and inspire my pen on the page. As every good adventurer knows, getting lost is always an inevitable part of the journey, as being found is what they desire above anything else. The same is what my heart longs for desperately, although whether I am the one looking for something to find, I do not yet know.
Hi love, you okay?
Okay, basically, I'm trying to head somewhere up here, but I think I might have taken a wrong turn back down here. What do you...
Okay, if you want to go there, then you've got to go straight up the road here. There'll be a fork in the road and you want to take the right hand.
Right. Okay. Right, thank you.
Oh, no worries. It's easy to get lost around here, so if you need any help, my farm's just up this road. I've also got spare room if you need it.
It's funny how the smallest of moments can change your journey in the most unexpected of ways. It is quite like me to get sidetracked, but Mum always encouraged me to follow my nose for a story. I ran towards this unknown. No, something in my heart practically dragged me towards her. A forked path, a gate left open, untamed grass disrupted in my wake. As if a fateful string had been pulled taut and I was drawn towards her beautiful, ghostly figure on that horizon. Nothing could stop me from chasing after her white dress disappearing from my grasp.
For what reason do you give chase?
For what reason do you run away?
My father has one of these, although it is a lot less of an eye-catcher and in much worse off shape, as he only uses it to ride into church on Sundays.
I was without words for just a moment, leaving a silence that she had no trouble filling.
He always told me a woman did not belong on a mechanism built for and by a man. In this way he never taught me how to ride, as much as I demanded of it.
My dad never taught me to ride either.
Then how did you come to be so elegant when upon it?
If I teach you how to ride a bike, will you tell me more about yourself?
You have a deal, and may have the pleasure of calling me Edith. There, we knew the slightest bit more about one another.
Her hand, cool to the touch and firm, as if sealing this promise with her life.
Your name? It's unusual and beautiful. I've never heard of it before.
Thank you. I never really appreciated it properly before. Needless to say, Edith had a kind of gleeful demeanour about her that I could not help but get lost in immediately. Her carelessness was not so much childish as it was freeing.
No. No, 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 no!
So this is my teddy bear.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah, these are some of my favourite books by Virginia Woolf.
What are they about?
You'll have to read them and see. And I'll show you something really special.
Goodness. Oh, it's so
Inky.
so blue.
Yeah. Oh, that's my camera. Look,
Like
no,
this?
No, other way around. Like this. My journal, but it's secret.
Really?
No,
I can't take
you
it.
can't see what's in there.
What's this?
Just a few of my drawings. It's actually I wrote something about you on there. Thought you might find it nice.
So, you're a writer?
I try. I I think I'm fairly good at it, but I haven't really had much inspiration as of recently.
These are brilliant. You must get your father to publish these for you in the local paper.
I'm not from here. I'm only visiting this countryside for the rest of the summer. Besides, writing acts as more of an escape or a pastime for me. The only works I actually get published are just for small contractors.
Under your own name?
Well, yes, of course.
We sat and I gushed of my greatest inspirations, how the works of Virginia Woolf and Jane Austen influenced so much of my writing.
At the time. It's really interesting. She was really, saying something against society.
It began to dawn on me that she was failing to judge my strange choice of wordplay in which I wrote. It had been my downfall on many interactions with publishers prior. Stream of consciousness writing, it would happen, is not their first choice when it comes to modern-day literature.
The sun is going down.
I still can't ride a bicycle.
Is that your way of asking me to come back tomorrow?
And if it was, would you?
Well, I did make a promise, didn't I?
Joy! I haven't had the pleasure of another's company in forever. In fact, how about I make us a picnic tomorrow and you write more of those fascinating stories of adventure and lavender? I'm sorry, am I talking too much? My father always tells me that it is an unattractive quality for women to have.
Your father could not be more wrong. A picnic sounds lovely. Shall we meet in the trees tomorrow morning?
That sounds delightful.
Do you live nearby? Can I offer to walk you home?
It isn't far and father will be tired from the day, but...
I understand.
Until tomorrow.
Until tomorrow.
When researching ways in which to tackle writer's block, many professionals discuss escaping to remote, quiet places. Something about getting the flow going. As most of Australia is remote, it was not hard to find a cheap hostel in Moree for 5 nights. It might not be lavish, but it was enough. Edith, Edith, Edith. As night takes hold, my mind has become hers. Thoughts, words, actions. The mystery of her, drawing my curiosity in, trapping me in her gravity. All after meeting her for just 2 hours. Yet, in that time, a whole lifetime, it felt. My excitement for tomorrow possesses my body, jolting through me like electricity. To see her smile, her hair, her voice enticing a whole new perspective on what I am doing here. She's beautiful and untouchable. She is Edith. February 21st, 2018. Her nature is one of chaotic elegance. It is admirable when subjected to it. Yet, as I come to know her better, I begin to wonder if this side of her is shown to many other people, or if she socialises with anyone else at all, for that matter.
All better.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
But who am I to judge a life I do not live? For someone who wears a dress, Edith moves with agile and graceful steps, akin to a swaying flame dancing on its wick, tethered but maintaining beauty. Nothing to fear, for her light will not snuff. She is perfection, perfection with flowing hair. It has served my writing well, learning from her untamed soul. The wildness and endless joy feeding my mind with the words I have been searching for. With every touch, I feel as though we become more intertwined with one another. A feeling that I am unsure, but hopeful that she reciprocates.
We have lemonade as well.
Oh, pour me a glass.
Of course.
Sure.
True to her promise, Edith had provided the most delightful picnic. I'm not usually one for sitting and letting the day pass by, often burdened with my need to write. However, in her company, the fears of productivity are washed away as I bask in the sunlight of a day not needing to be filled with tasks.
Cheers.
Cheers. You want a strawberry?
Yes. Oh,
you go.
like that. Oh. It's quite nice.
That's good.
I think I can take it.
She and I fit together like two pieces of the same puzzle. With every moment, we see new and impossibly beautiful sides of one another. Her charisma, her humour, her joy dance as if one with mine, hand in hand. It is too soon to know if my feelings for Edith go beyond friendship. The connection we seem to have, however, would not trick even the greatest of fools. Perhaps I'm the fool. I feel as though I am.
I don't know how it...
But when our eyes lock, oh, how the world falls away around us.
Wow.
I'm not going to help you clean it off either.
Oh.
These feelings of mine could only escape my mind if solidified on paper. Even that is hard, however, as how do you begin to write about an impossibly beautiful person that, even when in front of you, seems out of your grasp? I can have all of the inspiration in the world sitting in the grass, but no words could come close to describing Edith. She understands me. She brings me a sense of calm. And maybe, even if not in the same way, she loves me, as I love her.
I've been meaning to ask you what this is exactly. I see it takes priority in your suitcase.
You haven't heard. Australia held a referendum and the verdict was that gender shouldn't be a barrier to love. Couples of the same sex can now legally marry and have it recognised by the government.
You seem pleased by this.
It's about time, in my opinion. It's not the 1800s anymore. Now I can finally marry someone that I actually love.
You want to marry a woman?
Not necessarily. I don't usually tell people this after having known them for 2 days, but I identify as bisexual.
Bisexual?
Okay, let me start from the beginning. So love and gender and all that. It's on a
Edith had this
spectrum,
keen
and there are
desire
lots
to
of different
listen,
ways that you can
to learn, a trait that I adored and one that needed to be adopted by other people in this world.
who you love, that's your sexuality.
She made me feel heard.
I identify as bisexual, meaning that who I love isn't limited to just women or just men. I can love anyone, including non-binary people.
Non-binary?
That's a story for another time.
I never thought of love to have so many endless possibilities before. My father married my mother and had me shortly after, and I guess I was always expected to do the same.
No one but you gets to decide who and how you love.
But my father
Not even him. I'm sorry, I didn't...
No, you're right. I've never seen anything like this before. It's very beautiful.
A photo? Would you like me to show you how to make one?
Smile!
It was there, for the first time in the dancing grass, that I felt the rush of it. A gleeful adoration that passed through my entire body as I watched her. This girl that I had met only 2 days ago, captivating me with her whole heart. A heart that I am determined to cherish.
I think I might be... Father, I need to go home.
Let me walk you.
I'm sorry. May I keep this?
Of course.
Although she looks free, Edith is caged. By what, I do not wish to pry. When she is ready, I hope to be recognized as a place she can harbor her trust and open up. Until then, I shall settle helping her from afar, in whatever form that may look like. February 22nd, 2018. The days pass by with a gentle slowness that helps us feel as though we have all the time in the world. I have hooked Edith on the literature of Virginia Woolf, which she has devoured quicker than I anticipated. In return, she infects me with a newly kindled joy that carries my pen across paper, each word elevated by her radiant smile. The subject of my writing that I truly wish to develop, however, seems like an always impossible task. My words simply fail to do her justice in ink. It feels as though my whole world exists within this field, and outside of it, there is nothing if I am not with her. Beyond the boundaries of the gate, Edith does not follow. Reason unknown to me, but it is as if she does not, no, she cannot come with me. Each day ends the same. I lose Edith to her father's summoning just as I begin to think I have it all figured out. He is the only force that makes a deep unhappiness wash across her features. My only desire is to take her hand and pull her back to me. It is not my place to interfere with her life, and I remind myself of that. But the thought provokes me every time. At night, I return to my humble room. My thoughts never wander from her. Remnants of the days collect in my suitcase. At night, I am my longing. 25th of February, 2018. It has been 5 days since I met Edith. The end of summer and the day I am to travel home is upon me.
Ready?
I distracted myself from such thoughts by
What?
helping her to push beyond her comfort zone. She just needed a little nudge in the right direction.
Yes! But did you see me? I was riding and I was like, "Woo!" But then you came up behind me and you
Alright,
pushed
it
me,
had to be
traitor.
done! It worked, didn't it?
I suppose. You know, at first I was terrified, but then my feet began moving and then I found the rhythm and Bob's your uncle, I was flying!
I think you have your wonderful teacher to thank.
Of course, thank you. I never could have done it without you. I suppose that now I know how to ride a bike, there's not really any reason for you to come back each day. I hold your promise fulfilled.
Well, I do remember the deal going both ways, and I'm not done learning more about you.
Good, but I do not tire of you. In fact, I have come to love your company.
She loves my company. "26th of February, 2018. The day was crisp for a summer. It bit through my clothing, but barely phased my giddy mind from her words. The temperature itself could have been an omen. I had grown accustomed to seeing her white dress in the grove, her form standing out from the skeletal trees, the way her face lit up when she saw me coming.
Edith? 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 Edith?
Now, there was no trace of her. No sound, no joyous laughing,
Edith?
nothing.
Edith, come on!
For hours I waited. I passed time by wasting it as she had taught me. Her absence cast an overwhelming feeling of solitude over me. Hour after hour after hour.
Who did this to you?
He found it.
I'll kill him.
No! Love will win. I will not let violence take you away from me. I have never known his fury.
I'm sorry.
It was me who asked to keep it. The blame is mine. It is with great happiness in my heart that I know you live in a world that permits you to love. If only I were as able.
We're both free to experience that joy.
Looking free and truly being so are two very different things. I am trapped to this field as though I am a caged bird. I am forbidden from touching you the way you want me to.
I don't need to touch you to love you. Sorry, that was cheesy.
No. It was beautiful.
The immeasurable grief of seeing the one I wish to protect beaten down against reason. My throat had closed over as I held her in my arms, her spirit broken, not as I knew it to be. I cursed the man who considered his own daughter worth hurting. I could only alleviate the anger and pain with my pen, for the first time finding the words to capture her. Free as I embrace the sky, and yet I feel this constant loss, this pain. My wings diminished, my heart broken. I fade away without her. I die. My feathers clipped, take me back again, to emptiness, a life as was before. Loneliness cuts in, no longer I soar. She fades away like a closing curtain. She takes with her life's enduring burden. I titled it, The Illusion of Freedom.
How long was I asleep for? It's getting late. May I read it?
It's a poem about birds, I suppose.
This isn't about birds, is it?
No, it isn't.
Wings can heal with enough love.
I always knew, but you have taught me that I'm not broken for feeling it.
Broken is used for something that needs to be fixed, and you, Edith, are not something that needs that.
I have never felt so alive. I pray that you never leave me. Life would return to a normal that I am not ready for.
could spend an entire lifetime in this field if it meant you were always by my side. I love you.
I love you. Words I have longed to say.
I have loved you since the moment our hands touched.
I must go.
My love. I cannot promise you tomorrow, but tonight, staying.
Tomorrow I will show her the world. My world. Beyond this cage of fences and endless grass. She will know safety with me. She will live as she has taught me to be free. Nothing will take her from me. Not her father, not time, not even death. Her name will follow my pen even once the ink has run dry. I am my harrowing grief. I am my absolute joy. I am my uncontainable love. She is my Edith.
You okay, love? Look, it's hot out today. Why don't you come up to the farm? I'll make you a nice glass of lemonade to cool you right down. No need to make up your mind right now. I'll let you think about it. This road takes you up to our farm, so come on up when you've decided what you want to do. We'll be glad for your company though. We don't often get visitors. All right, I'll leave you to your thoughts.
February 27th, 2018. I do not understand. By now I should be used to her uncertain comings and goings. This time, though, I had held on to a glimmer of hope that she would have stayed. I was overcome by emotion and questions. But it was 40 degrees at least, and my wanting to find Edith would be useless if I died of heat stroke.
Coming! Oh! I'm so glad you came!
Oh, I didn't know you'd invited a guest.
Oh, love, this is... Oh, I'm sorry, I don't even know your name.
Smile.
My name's Gray.
Be polite, despite the worry that eats at you.
Your name? That's quite a coincidence. Sorry, my name's Victoria, but you can call me Vicky. I basically run the farm. And this is my soon-to-be wife, Alison.
And I'm the one who cleans up after her.
Anyway, come on in, bring your case, let's get some lemonade.
Thank you.
I haven't seen you in town before. So how did you meet Vicky?
The first time we met was on the outskirts of the farm, but this morning she was in our paddock, looking a bit worse for wear as well.
Sorry, your paddock. That field belongs to you. I didn't know. I'm so sorry.
Well, we don't mind. Vicky and I have been so busy preparing for our wedding since the referendum went through that we don't even use that paddock.
Nothing but ghosts in that old field, I'm afraid. I'm glad to see someone's enjoying it. God knows it could use the love.
So nobody lives there?
Oh, it's been years since anyone has. That old sheep paddock used to connect to the original homestead where my family lived for generations. Then in 1809, it burnt to the ground, killing my great-great-great-grandfather. My family nearly left farming altogether, but by some miracle, his daughter survived. Story goes, she fell asleep in the paddock that night of the fire and lived to carry on the family business. She's the one responsible for making it into the farm it is today, that we run, Greyland Farm.
My name's Gray.
That's what we realised when you introduced yourself. Quite a coincidence, isn't it?
That's the daughter.
My great-great-grandmother, Edith.
No, Edith was just with me.
What do you mean?
I have photos. Here, let me show you. They're right in the case, I promise. Let me just... I don't understand. We took these together. I need to go. Thanks again for the lemonade. You two make a beautiful couple. Good luck for the upcoming wedding. Can I use your bathroom to change my clothes? I got a bit dirty down the field.
Of course, it's just up the hallway to the left.
Thank you. It can't be true. But oh, what a fool I have been to not see it before. What blissful ignorance blinded me to the signs. Not being able to pass the gate. Disappearing quicker than humanly possible. Even the way in which she spoke. Edith.
You're a ghost.
I'm surprised you recognised me.
Not even age could make me forget you, Edith. Your father.
He didn't make it out of the house fire. I always told him to snuff the candle before bed.
I'm so sorry. If I hadn't kept you, if you'd have been there...
Then I would have lived in fear of him for the next 20 years.
You named your farm after me.
I never forgot you.
But how is this possible?
Love makes anything possible, my dear. Even death is incapable of preventing that. Walk with me.
It's amazing what you built for future generations. But that must have meant that you...
Yes, I met and married a man, Henry. He treated me fair. He never lifted a hand to me. We had 4 children, 3 girls and a boy. They were clever children, but Virginia, my oldest, she was special. You would have loved her.
You must have been an amazing mother.
But a part of me was always missing. I worked hard to build the farm, all to distract myself from this feeling of loss, and I could never understand why. I was only ever content. When I finally passed, I lay on my deathbed and I looked at the faces of my children and my grandchildren around me, and I knew that I was loved.
But you were never able to love someone you truly wanted.
My time did not permit such relationships.
Oh, Edith.
Do not have sympathy for me. I had a long and joyous life. It comforts me to see your generation opening their hearts to new ideas of love, and that you can go out into a world that truly accepts you for it.
You should know that your great-great-granddaughter Victoria is actually planning on marrying another woman, Alison.
Is she now? That's a lovely development. I always knew I was never the only one.
They make a beautiful couple. Yeah, I think their love will bring back to this place the joy that you once gave it. This isn't fair.
Death is often not fair, but without it we would not know what it is to live.
You're going to leave, aren't you?
I think I'm now ready to find rest. You have shown me what it is to love, and I can be at peace with that. And I thank you for it.
But knowing that I go into the world without you is such unbearable pain.
You should rejoice. Your whole life lays at your feet. There are great adventures to be had. Your destiny does not wait for you in this field.
It's all I want, to spend the rest of my life with you here.
But that would not be living.
I know.
Promise me you'll continue to write.
Always.
I regret nothing of the time we spent with each other, only that there was not more of it. I'm sure you knew it, but thanks to our meeting, a part of me was saved too. My perception of life has changed forever, and I have a deep appreciation of even the smallest parts. Looking back on the poem I wrote last night with new eyes, it does not do your story justice. I hope you won't mind that I fixed it, even if you never read it. And, of course, it needed a new title. An Age of Love. The face in the frame, that heart from a different time. Long gone, sun, blue skies, daisy chains so fine. Her life I see, etched out in every line. Full, fruitful, free in her timeline. I am at peace. Our lives are once again in order. To our special love, sustain.